Shalom family. Welcome back to another episode of Storytime with Miss P. I'm so glad you're here with me today as we take a journey through the story of Abraham, one of the most pivotal figures in the Bible. But this isn't just any story, it's a story that has deep roots for us today, especially for the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, who we know as the hidden ones. I want to talk to you about Yahuwah's promises to Abraham and how these promises apply to you today, the descendants of those who walked in faith long ago. Let's take a deep dive into how Yahuwah's covenant was not just a one-time promise, but an everlasting promise that is still relevant for his people. Let's begin with the call Yahuwah gave to Abraham. You see, Yahuwah had a plan that stretched far beyond Abraham's lifetime. He spoke these words to Abraham when he called him to leave everything behind.
Go from your country, your people, and your father's household to the land I will show you.
But then Yahuwah gives Abraham a powerful promise.
I will make you into a great nation, and I will bless you. I will make your name great, and you will be a blessing. I will bless those who bless you, and whoever curses you, I will curse. And all peoples on earth will be blessed through you.
Now, you may wonder, how does this apply to us today? Well, let me tell you that this promise was not just for Abraham alone. This promise was the beginning of something bigger, a promise that Yahuwah made to his descendants, starting with Isaac and continuing with Jacob, whose name was later changed to Israel. Yahuwah's promises were always intended for Israel and Abraham's descendants, known as the hidden ones, the people through whom Yahuwah would reveal his salvation to the world. As Abraham's journey continued, Yahuwah made an even deeper covenant with him. In Genesis 17, Yahuwah appears to Abraham again and says these powerful words.
I will establish my covenant as an everlasting covenant between me and you and your descendants after you for the generations to come, to be your God and the God of your descendants after you.
So, let's bring it to today. The promise Yahuwah made to Abraham was passed down to Isaac, then to Jacob, and his 12 sons, the 12 tribes of Israel. We see this covenant being carried out throughout history. But you may be wondering, what does this mean for us today, especially for the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the hidden ones? For generations, the true identity of the children of Israel has been hidden, but today, many are awakening to the truth of their heritage. Yahuwah's promises are being revealed as the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob begin to reclaim their place as his chosen people, just as he promised. Yahuwah's promises to Israel are not just a thing of the past, they are for you today. Yahuwah promised to be the God of Israel forever, and those promises include protection, provision, and restoration. They were always meant to be a light to the nations and to bring glory to Yahuwah's name. Now, I know we often hear that Yahuwah's promises were for Israel, and we might feel distant from that idea, but there's something powerful happening today. As more and more people wake up to the truth of their Israelite heritage, they are discovering that Yahuwah's promises still stand. These promises are for you, his chosen people. The story of Abraham isn't just a story, it's a legacy. A legacy that connects you, the hidden ones, to the past, to the present, and to the future. You are part of that promise, part of that everlasting covenant. Yahuwah is still faithful to his people. Remember, his promises include not only blessings but also a responsibility. Israel's role is to be a light to the nations, a witness to the world of Yahuwah's greatness and faithfulness. As we wrap up today's story, I want you to remember this: Yahuwah's promises to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob are yours. They were meant for his people, and you, descendants of the hidden ones, are part of that promise. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the promises of Yahuwah. I hope this story has encouraged you today. If you're enjoying our story time, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And always remember, Yahuwah is faithful to his promises. Embrace the covenant Yahuwah made with your forefathers. Walk in His promises, knowing He is faithful to fulfill them. Yahuwah's love for Israel is eternal, and He is with you every step of the way.